Welcome to the Financial Feast podcast. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Zach.
And today we're going to be introducing ourselves. So we finally did it.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe, 2 months we've been talking about finally doing this, right?
Yeah, we've been planning and we've been getting a website ready.
We have been getting a website ready. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of stuff. We got a microphone.
Yes.
We're like all professional.
I know. Hopefully it's working well.
So I think the goal in this episode is just we're going to kind of introduce ourselves. We're going to tell a little bit about what we're doing, about who we are. So do you want to start?
Yeah. So I'm Kevin. I've been in the financial sector for a little bit now. My passion has always been finance, investing, helping others, personal finance, budgeting. I really have a passion to help others with questions they may have about anything from basic personal finance to way more deep questions that you might have of finance. And I have a family, 2 kids that are younger, 6 and 4, and I've been married for about 8 years, and I have 2 dogs, a lot to keep us on our toes.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, I don't know if you will hear this in podcast land, but all the dogs are outside. So
yes.
Hopefully they don't start randomly barking at something.
Yes, and all it takes is one to do it, and then they'll all get started.
They will all, because I brought my dog over. So, because my wife is gone, actually. She's on a trip for school, doing a conference for teachers. So, I'm home alone. So, that's why it was a good kind of time to do this, to jump into this. So,
absolutely.
We're excited about this.
We are so excited. You guys have no idea how much work has gone into this.
Yeah.
How much planning and how much just going back and forth, hammering out kind of what it would look like. And, we're still kind of figuring some stuff out, as you can imagine.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We do. It's not like we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, this is still a learning process, but we're excited to finally jump into it and start it.
Yes. So, why a podcast?
Well, I didn't actually introduce myself. We just started talking, and then I never actually said who I was.
That's true.
So no one knows.
They know you have someone. Your wife is a teacher.
They do know more about my wife than they know about me at this point.
Yeah,
that's actually a good point. So my name is Zach. I've known Kevin for 7-8 years now. I also really do enjoy finance. That's one of my passions. I'm not full-time in only finance. I have another day job, but I am a financial coach. I have the opportunity to work with clients about just they're figuring out their goals and trying to understand what a budget is and help them get out of debt. And that's been a really rewarding thing that I've been doing over the last few years. And in talking with you, we said, you know what, it'd be pretty cool to be able to have the opportunity to reach more people.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we wanted to do a podcast, right? Because of the opportunity it allows us to just see more people. Oh, I guess we're not really seeing people through a podcast, but to be able to reach more people and to have a broader audience, to be able to help more families out there, because that's really what we want to do, right? We want to help people.
Exactly. Especially family people and everybody from young kid trying to figure out what he's going to do or she's going to do, and all the way to the person of, am I ready to retire yet? All the way to the people in retirement, what now, right?
Yeah.
And that leads us into our plan right now is to do a mini-series.
Yeah, I think we're excited about a mini-series. When I listen to a podcast, one of the biggest issues that I have is they kind of jump topic to topic to topic, and eventually they kind of talk about different things, go together. So what we want to do on a mini-series podcast is kind of talk about an episode or a topic, and then have 4, 5, 6 different episodes that kind of really talk about all the different all-encompassing aspects of that, where somebody can tune in and they can listen to 4 or 5 different episodes in a row that all talk about the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the beauty with that is you can dive a little deeper, park in some areas, and you'll be able to address more.
Yeah, for sure.
We're still working on the format of this episodes, as you can imagine. But right now, what we're going to try and be hitting here is misconceptions about retirement, some commonly heard things that people may have saw online, read in a book.
Yeah. Oh, I can't retire because blank. And we really want to kind of hit those reasons that people are a little hesitant on starting to save for retirement, because they might have these misconceptions, right? That they saw online, to your point,
right,
that are completely not working for them.
Right. And some people might even think, why retire? Or when do I retire? Or how do I retire? Or now that I've gotten to retirement, what now?
Yeah, for sure. I was actually, interesting point. I was actually talking to my grandma today, and I was telling her about what we're doing and the planning that we've been doing. And she's like, oh man, I really wish that when I was working to these things that somebody had been there and chatted with me about that, because my grandma's now been retired for 20 years or whatever. And she's like, there's a lot of things that are happening now to my grandfather and my grandmother that they hadn't really kind of thought through before they got to that point.
Right. And so we're taking all of those experiences that some people have learned and from working with our clients and with people that have actively come to us, and kind of trying to boil it down into a 5-series episode, a mini series.
Yeah.
As we've been really trying to work towards about retirement.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what this next few episodes are going to be. Where you can listen to those, we're going to be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and we do have a website.
We do?
FinancialFeastPod.com.
Yeah, Financial Feast Pod. Yeah,
Yes,
POD.
yes. And we're going to have content for you on there. Some great articles that Zach has been able to write, and we'll be referencing some of those as well with each episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great place to go to kind of dive a little deeper. Stuff we might not have been able to hit on in the podcast will be post on the website for other people to view and read.
Yeah, and we have a contact us page, I think, on the website.
Right.
So if people have questions, they can specifically ask us, and then we can either specifically address that question with them, or we can even have a podcast or write a blog post about that point. So then other people who probably have the same question can then get an answer to it.
Absolutely. And that's really what we're here for, is for you guys, helping you out. And that's our passion and why we're doing this. And just come along for the ride. We're going to be talking next episode of misconceptions about retirement and why retire.